Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Living Life for Today with Tommy Cunningham. I'm your host, Tommy Cunningham, here to talk about his top 4 tips on going to either a famous a famous commercial town, like for instance, like Gatlinburg, Nashville, Indiana, um, Paris, Illinois, or Terre Haute. Plus, plus, I might talk about a couple tips to take you onto like a good restaurant. I might talk about also. I might also see like what kind of restaurants that I would try, and also what I might talk about is like a little bit stuff about what kind of radio stuff can you listen to in those areas, because this is honestly uh-oh. So like also to talk about, there is like so much, and I mean so much, like different radio stuff that these people do, like so much like around, and it is like crazy. So so like so like what I recommend, okay? This is what I recommend. I recommend you guys do some looking up, like on your computer. Like for instance, you go to. We're looking at the Vatican today, in 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 like Rome, because Rome has like lots and lots of interesting stuff, I have to say. So, so maybe not a lot of you are fans of like um, of like looking up stuff like on radio projects and stuff. So like what I recommend, if you guys are going to like a secondary place, so so let's just say you guys are going into like a good radio bandwidth. So like for instance, you guys are wanting to listen to like the Gatlinburg Police or the Gatlinburg Fire Department. That right there is what we are going to be talking about, because Gatlinburg is currently hooked up to the system called the Land Air Communication System. Now, sadly, they don't got an LTR system, which probably a lot of people in like this area that likes to use stuff like that usually listen to. But usually Bloomington has some like good radio stuff inside several different areas. So they got, for instance, on here, they got a couple of law dispatch channels on here for Gatlinburg, because they are currently using like an all conventional network. So sadly on here, if you guys are wanting to listen to, well, let me do an example. The Trolleys and Street Department. So if you guys are wanting to listen to the Gatlinburg Trolley, I would recommend you guys get like a radio scanner that picks up like NXDN. because almost everywhere there in Gatlinburg, they use in-extent communication. So like for instance, the Pigeon Forge Police Department, if you guys are wanting to listen to their fire department, which is on 461.000, which I think, okay, so you give me the radio frequency for that, which I kind of listen to sometimes, their trolley dispatch. So when you guys go down there to Pigeon Forge and like knock out like their Unicron, their Knoxville approach and departures. So what's really neat about going on an airplane, which I learned from my last trip to Laughlin, which if you guys have not saw those videos and wanting to watch any more other videos that I make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, so you guys will not miss out on any videos. Because like for instance, like they got like a couple of systems, like a couple of these systems, like for instance, like this Pigeon Forge police one, they got their police on a dispatch of 2017. So that right there, their P25 band plan, they got position 2 and position 0's 851.000625. Position 1 is 762.00625. So they got that right there as the alternative control system. So like for instance, what I think which is really interesting about this area, they still have this Sevier County 800 system, which I mean, when I say this, lots and lots and lots of different places are currently hooking up to this system, like a P25 system. So like for instance, they got Tennessee Advanced Communications Network, TAC, which is really nice. They talked about another place where I've been to, Nashville, Tennessee. They got, for instance, they got their control post, their command post, which uses like a radio frequency on here, 462.0625. Now, sadly, if you guys are wanting to listen to their engineering, you guys can't. Now, another good radio frequency, you guys can listen to their buses and limos. And you guys can also listen to Gray Line Bus. You guys can also listen to the Convention Center. Build us a media setup. I don't recommend you guys listen to that because there is hardly nothing, and I mean nothing you guys can listen to in that area. Which like also they have like radio frequencies on here for Radisson, the Hill and Downtown. They also got ones for the Sheridan, Vandale Plaza Hotel. They also got the Opry Mills, which if you guys ever go to like the Grand Ole Opry, and if you guys ever park there, I would recommend you guys get a parking pass and park there on property, because that will help you guys out so very, very, very much. Now, where I recommend where you guys sit, it's like if you guys are like claustrophobic, I want to recommend this. So if you guys sit like on top, I wouldn't recommend you guys do that because there are people that is not very nice up there sometimes. Luckily, when I went there, I had me some really nice people that was working there. And plus, like, also, luckily, what me and my mom and my grandma did, luckily, we got luckily, we got us a really good seat there. And I was like, so very proud. But if you guys ever want to go there and ever want to check it out, now the tickets are not very reasonable. They are a little bit expensive. So if you guys like expensive stuff, you guys like to go around and like go do expensive, well, that might be your thing. Well, guess what? It's not mine. Plus, like, also, which I think which is really interesting, they got, for instance, here in Tennessee, they got the Tennessee Aquarium, which honestly I never been there, and I'm just talking about what I see on the internet. So I also been inside the Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies, which I thought that place, holy cow, was nice, okay? You guys want a good area, right? And you guys are also wanting to go look around like at the different radio stuff. And make sure you guys are on like a format that you guys are not allowed to do. So like also when I talk about that, here's like a little disclaimer that that I say sometimes in my video. You guys can also go find out so very, very, very much more like different radio stuff. And I would recommend you guys check out. Now, like also there is sometimes like not very, like sometimes you guys will have a place that has like not very nice people. Like for instance, these people might not want you to like take a picture and stuff. Well, that's like okay. Plus like also, it's like also what I think which is really nice, they got like so much more like so much more like radio stuff, which I think which is really nice about these areas. So that's what I recommend. That's what I recommend for you guys to do on your next visit to like Gatlinburg. That's what I recommend you guys go do when you guys are at the Grand Ole Opry. If you guys like this video very much, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. And if you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, and I will see you guys back tomorrow for day number 1 of Tommy's weekend. Have a great day.